Okay, Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm just getting started here, so let me just make sure that I have the information out there. Okay, so on the WhatsApp, here is the live. Okay, so I
That
think
is the YouTube link for today
that's
is
for
lesson or all the lessons?
no, this is for the live session. Like as we're gonna speak,
Okay.
people who wants to watch us on the for the for example, if I show you where the other lessons are, so
Please. Yeah.
yeah, so let me just hide this for a second. Okay, so basically what you do, you go to Burnaby Masjid. Burnaby, let's go YouTube or Burnaby Masjid YouTube. And I believe you can see that this is, can you see my screen by the way?
Yeah. I can
Okay.
see your screen.
So basically, okay, so right here is the Masjid channel. I can send that, like the link, I guess, is right here.
Okay.
And basically, let's put it right here. So it'll be nice if you can subscribe to this channel.
Well,
And
of
then,
course, May I was just gonna ask you that.
yeah, so these are, this is the live one we are doing right now. And this is, there are some over here in the previous videos. See, this one is the last one, I guess, or this one, last one. And then that's the session. So that was last week. This is the week before, and this is today's session. Okay. Inshallah, we can talk about that. Let me see. Where is my controls? MashaAllah, 9 people. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, brother Abid.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sorry, I was just getting set up here, so I didn't pay attention. But now I'm gonna officially.
So, brother Abid, can you send us the link to subscribe this?
I just did in the YouTube channel. In the WhatsApp group, I just sent the link. Brother Jazz?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to open something here. All right. Come on, don't do that. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasuli al-kareem. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Welcome everyone. Jazakallah khairan for coming and making it to the class. Alhamdulillah, I was looking forward to that. So we start with the dua, Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. By now, hopefully all of you know the meaning of this dua, that Ya Allah, make it easy for us and don't make it difficult, and end it with khair. Okay. So I was thinking about today's class, and I was saying to myself that yes, I am excited to go to the next lesson. However, I realize that if I, rush things, what will happen that maybe you will not get the essence of the material, and maybe you will get overwhelmed pretty quickly. So I decided to do some review before I go on to the next session, because mind you, these 4 properties of the noun are so essential and so crucial for our future education that if we miss them and if you're not clear on them before we move on, you will always be struggling with it, right? So what I would like to do is, before I go into the next session today, I am going to do a good review on the previous session, and we will do some exercises together. And then for the first 30, 40, maybe 45 minutes, we are going to do that. And then we will go to the next lesson, and then we will come back and do some more exercises. And then inshallah, we will finish it with the Quran. Okay, so let's see, somebody saying something. Okay, Walaikum Salam. Sister Nasreen is saying salam to everyone. So right now I have 14 people online. If one or two of you want to unmute yourself and maybe stay with me as an interactive person so that I feel that I'm talking to someone, so that will be good. Is Brother Khalid here today?
Naam, ana hadir.
MashaAllah. Okay, so
Assalamu alaikum.
let me show you this. Do you guys have you guys seen the Google Drive material I've sent you?
Yes, I did.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so I want to go over that so that you know you understand what I meant by that, or what am I doing with that. Okay, and we are going to go over that material right now. So it looks like this. Where's my stuff? Quran here, Quran online, reference material. So we are here in this number gender. This is what we did last time. Okay. So if you open your Google Drive, you are going to see these two folders. One of them is the exercises, right? And then the next one is the solutions. You see the solutions?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're not going to look at the solutions until we try sincerely on the exercises, and then the solutions will come to our help. So let me open this exercises for you guys, and let me open all these files so that we can go over them today. Okay, that's one. Then at the same time, I'm going to open, what's going on? Okay, that's, subhanallah. My mouse is acting, I can't get my mouse to work. Okay, come on, give it to me. I don't know if it's Zoom or it's just something is going on. I can't even control my mouse right now. Bear with me for a second. Okay, get my video out of the way. Guys, I'm really sorry this thing is not working. What's going on?
It's
here?
okay. Sometimes it's like that one with everyone.
Yeah.
Brother, is somebody has the remote control on your screen? Maybe.
I don't think so. Did I give any remote control to somebody?
Somebody hacked into you.
I don't know, but maybe.
Taken over your laptop.
Yeah, looks like it. They are trying to be the teacher today. So these are some exercises here. Okay. All right. So I think we're back in business, inshallah. So this is the word list. I'm going to go over all of this today. And here is the, okay. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Everybody see this?
Yes, we do.
So this is the chapter from a book which I chose for you. And the good part about this chapter is that it explains the same concept we did it last time in a little bit different way. And then we have some examples from the Quran. Okay. So the kinds of feminine gender, or we know that a noun has a gender property, and the gender can be of how many kinds? two kinds,
Two kinds.
Muzakkar and the muannas, the masculine and the feminine. So what are, did anybody get a chance to do the review while you were offline or while you were waiting?
Yes, I got a chance to do it. Yes.
Good. So some words are feminine by meaning bintun, a girl. So we know that a bint is a girl. Imratun is, or imratun is a woman, ummun, a mother. And then right away, we see an example from the Quran that waqalat imra'atu fir'auna qurratu aynin li walak. So the wife of the Fir'aun. So wife is female, imra'atu. Okay. Similarly, wa awhayna ila ummi Musa. Ummi is feminine.
Mother. Yeah.
Mother, right? So these words which are underlined, they are feminine. Why? Because they are biologically identifiable. These are the feminine hakiki, the real one. Yeah. Okay. And then we know that there are certain words ending with ta marbuta. Yeah.
Yep.
So Jannah, Salatun, Zakatun, Zillatun, Ummatun. You see that? So
Yeah.
these words, when you see a ta marbuta, 99% of the time, other than some exceptions, they are considered female. They are feminine words. Okay. And the other thing we want to do on the same token is that as soon as we come to know a new word, we should think of it as a vocabulary builder, that we need to keep it in our vocabulary. Okay. So وَيَوْمَ نَبْعَثُ مِنْ كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ. Remember, certain words are, by the virtue of their meaning, they consider feminine also, right? But the ummatin here is ta marbuta. What else? وَإِذَا الْجَنَّةُ أُزْلِفَتْ. So Jannah in Arabic is feminine.
Feminine.
Okay. Then we also learned that how do we make a feminine noun from the masculine noun. So we have Muslimun, and then we add the fatha on the last letter. We remove the tanween and we replace it with the fatha, and then we add the ta marbuta at the end. Okay, so Muslimun will become Muslimatun. Ibnun will become Ibnatun. Muslim woman, a girl. Ibn is boy. Ibnatu or Ibnatun is girl.
Girl.
Kabirun is big. Kabiratun, the female, feminine big. Okay, Laylun, Laylatun. So you can see this is how you make the feminine. Okay. For example, Inna anzalnahu.
Brother Abid, one question on the Laylun and Laylatun. Where do we use Laylun and Laylatun? Because it's I can understand Kabiratun is a quality of for the masculine and feminine we can talk about by Layla or Laylatun.
Okay, for example, Laylatun is Inna anzalnahu fi Laylatil Qadri.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Inna anzalnahu fi Laylatil Qadri. So here is used feminine. And then
use feminine.
yes,
That's
and also there are verses in the Quran where you say Laylu wan Nahar, the night. You get it?
Yeah.
Inshallah, you will see that when you come across them next time. Wa innaha lakabiratun illa alal khashiin. And this is certainly difficult. It's bigger, right? Okay. Now, there are certain words which end with ta marbuta, but they are not feminine. For example, Khalifa. Khalifa is male or female?
Male.
Male, right? So when we say inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not intended a female khalifa. It was a male. So khalifa, a word, has a ta marbuta, but it is not considered feminine. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, mashallah, we have 19 people joined us today. Okay, so every once in a while, I would like to hear from you so that I feel that I have a larger audience. Okay, so inshallah, once one or two sisters can also participate as the representative of the sisters. Okay, so far so good.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Good. Okay, So now the next thing is, we also said there is something called this sign, alif and then hamza,
Yep.
and it is known as alif.
Alif
alif.
al-mamduda.
Okay. Now, when we talk about colors, then mostly colors have a male masculine name and also have a feminine name. For example, green is khadra'u. There is a dot missing here. They're supposed to be kha. Black, if you say the male black, we will say aswad. What do we say?
Aswad.
Aswad. But we want to
Hijri
say,
Aswad.
Akhdar aswad. Abiyad.
yes, akhdar is masculine, khadra'u feminine.
Feminine.
Aswad is masculine, sauda'u feminine.
Feminine.
Abiyad, white, is masculine, bayda'u feminine.
Feminine.
Okay. Red is ahmar, and the feminine will be hamra'u.
Hamra.
Okay. So inshallah, you saw that. And similarly, the word sama in Arabic is known as, or is it feminine? So you can see there is a alif, hamza. So that's the alif mamduda. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So is a sama'u kushitat. From the Quran, you can see the reference is right there. Now the people who already know the verbs, they know that kushitat is also for feminine. Yeah?
Yeah.
Brother Khalid, Brother Ijaz.
Yes.
Okay. And innaha baqaratun. Baqara is cow. So safra'u, yellow.
Yeah.
Safra is yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see the colors are also used, masculine and feminine. Okay. And then, so though some words end with alif mamduda, but they still consider masculine. How do we mean? Ulama'u, right? Ulama is male, men. Fuqara'u, the poor people, men. Shuhada'u. So even though you have to be mindful, depending on the meaning, whether you're going to consider it masculine or feminine. So even though there is a default and then there is an exception. So always keep the exception in mind, that even though it is ending with alif mamduda, but it is not considered feminine. Wad'u shuhada'akum min dunillah. So you can see shuhada here is meant for male, men, shuhada. Okay. Innamas sadaqatu lil fuqara'i wal masakin. Then alms are only for the poor and the needy. So lil fuqara is the male needy people. Okay. Then we also had a category that there are certain words which has the ya, or they known as Alif Maksura. What is they known as?
Alif Maksura.
For example, we have Kabir, but the superlative degree of Kabir will be Kubra. Kubra will be feminine. Similarly, Bashir, Bushra. And in our country, we have these names, like Bushra is the name of a lady. It's coming from Bashir. So we have a person named Bashir. And then if we have a feminine of that, we say Bushra. Bushra means a good news, right? وَجَاءَتْهُ الْبُشْرَى
So we can call Bashir and Bushra.
Yes. So if we want to name somebody a male, we will call him Bashir, a bearer of a good news. And if you want to give a name to the feminine with the good news, meaning the same way, that we say Bushra, right? Similarly, Saghir, Sughra. What do you see in the end? We see the Ya, and that is called Alif Maksura. So because of that, it becomes feminine. Okay. Is everybody good so far?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. All right. So words feminine by convention, like geographical names of the towns, villages, countries, etc. We looked at that. Like for example, Egypt, Rome or Rome. وَقَالَ الَّذِي اشْتَرَاهُ مِنْ مِصْرِ لِإِمْرَأَتِهِ. Okay, so and the Egyptian who purchased him and his wife, and غُلِبَتِ الرُّوم, that's also from the Quran. You can see that these words are used in the Quran. Now,
Brother Abid,
Ji bhai.
I guess that Misr is the only country in the world which is mentioned by name and still exists today as well.
You're absolutely right. Yes.
No other country, including Saudi Arabia, exists in its original name.
Room is also another one. Room.
Rome. Yeah, Rome is, but that Rome is different than the Rome we know.
Yeah,
now.
is the
But
current.
anyway, this is not our discussion at the moment, and let's not get out of this subject. Okay. So the another category of the feminine was the body parts that are paired, right? Yadun, hands. We have two hands. Eyes, two eyes. Ainun, feet. Rijlun, rijlun is feet. So uzunun, ears. So all these words are feminine. Why? Because they fall in the category of parts of the body or body parts which are in pairs. Names of the fires, we talked about that. Jahannamu, Narun, Sa'irun, Jahimun, Sakarun. All these words are from the Quran. Agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Anytime you see a name of a fire, right away you should say this is feminine. Okay. Wala tus'alu an ashabil jahim. So this is ashabil jahim. Jahim is the companion of the fires. So when you say companions or inhabitants of the fire, then that means that is a female here. Okay. Sa'uslihi sakar. Now sakar is another name for fire. Okay. All right. So names of the wind, we also talked about that. So I hope this is a pretty comprehensive review, correct? You guys remember
Yes.
this last time?
Yeah.
Okay. So samumum, that is something like a hot wind, scorching wind, right? Sarsurun or sarsarun is furious and intensely cold wind. Rihun is wind. Asifun, violent wind. So we know these names when we talk about the azab of Allah on those previous nations. So we come to know that some nations had the hot fire, and somebody had the cold, and then there was violent like Andi and all those kind of things. So for arsalna alayhim rihan sarsaran fi ayami nahisat. So again, rihan, sarsaran, these are feminine. Okay. Karamadatin, karamadatish taddat bihir rihu fi yawmin asif. Again, ri here is and asif here is the name of the wind. So they are feminine. Certain other nouns are also considered feminine. So why? Because the Arab said so. Why? What is the reason we're gonna give it to them? That
Yeah. Because the Arab said so.
Arab said so. So we're not gonna argue with them. So Ardun, Shamsun, Nafsun, Khamrun, Birun, and house, Darun, Narun. Got it?
Yeah.
Word are considered feminine. Washamsi wa duhaha. So Shams here is feminine.
Feminine.
And again, if it's feminine, then the next word also has to be of the feminine. You can see the ha here. Right? Narun hamiyatun. So what is nar? Is it feminine?
Feminine.
Feminine, yes.
Is hamiya feminine?
Yes.
All fires are feminine.
Exactly. So narun hamiyatun. So that means when you see a feminine noun or feminine word, the word follow it or the verb following it will also be in the feminine category. Okay. Iza zulzilatil ardu zilzalaha. So ard is feminine. Zilzalaha also for
feminine.
Okay. Wala uksimu bin nafsil lawama. Wala uksimu bin nafsil lawama. So nafs is feminine. Is lawama feminine?
Yes.
Feminine.
Okay, mashallah. So this was the quick review. I wanted to refresh your memory about the categories of feminine. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we are going to go and look at this word list. Okay. So all the exercises you're going to see, the vocabulary used is from this list. So what am I suggesting here? I'm suggesting that if you are going to do these exercises,
Such in this one.
Yeah, so if you are going to do these exercises, you must look at
Memorize
this,
this one.
not memorize, but at least familiarize yourself with it.
Simple.
So since our lecture today depend on the number, so we know that when we're going to talk about the number, we are talking about singular and plural, correct? Right?
Yes.
So if I have ibnun, ibnun means son, right? We know that son or a boy. Then there are two kind of plurals we have, banuna and abna'u. Abna'u, right? Banuna wa abna'u mean son. And akhun is brother.
Brother.
Then ikhwatun, yeah?
Plural.
Plural.
Ukhtun, akhawatun, yeah? So keep that in mind that this is there are 10 pages of this, by the way. So if you keep going, the first list, most of it is the hakiki feminine, right? Ibnun is masculine. Akhun is masculine because we know the meaning of the word. Ukhtun, right away we know it's feminine because we're talking about a sister, right? Ardun, why? The Arab said so.
Arab said so.
Ustazun, male,
Male.
right? Because a male teacher. Imra'atun
Female.
is female because it's a woman. And the plural will be nisa'un,
Nisa.
women, right? Amirun, like a governor or a leader or the person who's the governor. So umara'u. So amirun, and for the feminine will be, no, this is not the feminine, by the way. This
It's
is
plural.
plural, okay? So, but we know, because nisa'un, we know that is also feminine because we're talking about women. And imra'un, there is a alif mamduda here. So what is it?
Feminine.
Okay. Ana, nahnu. We know that also, right? Anta, antum,
Antum.
anti, antunna, abun, aba'u. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So similarly, we're gonna go and look at some other words. We're not gonna have time to look at all of them, but inshallah, this vocabulary should stick with you if you really want to progress in your understanding of the Arabic language, because without knowing the meaning of things, we really cannot go further. Okay.
We have, Brother Abid, we have access to this site and then we will go through when
Yes.
we'll have time.
Yes. So I'm glad you brought that up. So
Inshallah.
the people who have registered for the course, they provided me an email address. Yeah.
Yes.
So for most people, what I've done, I have given them access. I have shared these files in my Google Drive. You know what Google Drive is?
Yeah.
Most of you know what Google Drive is, right? So you must have gotten an email from me. If you have not checked your email, please do so, because it will be saying that Brother Abid or Abid Ali has shared this folder with you. If you do not have access, you send me a request so that I can give you access. I have given access to everyone by default, but still some people did not get the access, probably because they didn't have a Gmail account or whatever. Is that clear,
One
brother?
question on that note, please.
Yes, yes, please.
On the Google Drive, the folder 1 for the first class,
Mhm.
well, when I open it, it's empty for me. So I don't know if it's me or
Interesting.
because
Yeah,
I printed everything else, but for that folder, I am not too sure. So
okay.
that's
So
yeah.
let's see if because see right now, if I go there.
Yeah, that's empty. That folder was empty. Yes, I have noticed too.
Okay, let's take a look. So if I go log in into my email, let's see. By default, it's gonna log in into my Burnaby account. So can I do this a little bit later? Because if I mess with something right now, it could disconnect me from the Zoom.
Yeah, no worries. Just keep that in mind.
Well, all the files are there. If you're not
Okay.
seeing it, that means for some reason you do not have access. But inshallah, we will talk about that as we progress.
Yeah, because there's a folder there, but that folder is empty.
Okay, no worries, inshallah.
Okay.
So I know I put everything in there. Even today's lecture stuff is there as well. So
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
have these words, everything printed.
okay.
Yeah.
So Brother Ijaz, if you get to that folder, you are going to see these 4 things in there. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. When you see these files here, this is identical to what I have put it in the Google Drive.
Okay, I will try today.
Yes. And then lesson 4, I mean, for me is lesson 4 today, but it's lesson 3 for all of us. So you can see that the number stuff, anything to do with the number, the property, other, is everything is right here. And same thing has in the, is being copied over to Google Drive. So the most likely reason is that you do not have access. So please check your email. Now, the people who did not register with me, in the WhatsApp group, I have been inviting them that now, since we have opened the class to everyone, Jazakallah khairan to all of you, then they can send me their email and then I can assign them the access. Now, I was very busy. I did not get a chance to put this in a website. So I thought the short-term solution is that I can put it on the Google Drive and then people can access it from there. Now, one thing I can do also, time permitting, that I could zip these files and maybe dump it in the WhatsApp group, and then you guys can download it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So going back to our stuff we are talking about. So we are going to do now is some exercises. Okay. This page here has exercise 1. It has exercise number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So if some of you or all of you, and I encourage every one of you, that if you really want to progress and make yourself really understand this material, then try to do some of these exercises. Okay, because there's like this exercise 1 has 1 to like 65, or actually 68 exercises. So I don't expect you to do all 68 of them, but at least do 10 of them or something like that. Okay, so in order to do that, it's very important that you understand the meaning of the word. Okay, so what is our exercise number 1? And does everyone have a piece of paper and a pencil?
yes.
So another recommendation or a strong recommendation is that if you are not in the habit of writing it down, the Arabic with your own hand, please start doing that right now. Okay. So the very first word is nahifun. What is nahifun? Nahifun means weakness or weak, right? So nahif, based on our categories, and can I ask everybody to unmute themselves so that we can do some interactive stuff? Is nahifun masculine or feminine?
It's masculine.
Masculine.
Why? Because first of all, out of all the categories, I'm looking for the ta marbuta, the round ta. Do I see a round ta? No.
No.
So I'm going to say that this is feminine, this is masculine, right? Then what is our way of making a masculine into feminine?
Put ta marbuta.
Ta marbuta. Okay. So if you look at my camera, can you guys see my camera?
Yeah.
Okay. So look at this. I have written it down with my own hand, and you can see that my handwriting is not that great, but a year ago, I was not even able to write down this much because from the past 20 years, we've been using computers, so our hands have forgotten how to write. So nahifun is weak, masculine. So nahifatun is
Feminine.
Feminine.
what I did is, if you pay attention, what I've done is I have taken the fa, and added the ta marbuta here. See, you see that I added the ta marbuta here.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the fa here was the tanween. We shifted the tanween on the ta marbuta. And on the fa, what we were supposed to put?
Fatha.
Fatha. Yeah. So also the next word is kasirun. Kasirun.
Kasiratun.
So the feminine will be kasiratun. Yeah? Get the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now it's your turn. So what am I going to do? I'm going to ask, and I'm going to ask very easy ones because I don't want to ask you very hard question. Okay. So mashallah, right now I see there are 18 people online. Mashallah, very good. So one by one, I'm going to start with Brother Khalid because he's on the top of my list. So Brother Khalid,
Yes.
the Ibnun,
Ibnatun.
Ibnatun. And do you know the meaning?
Yeah, son, and Ibnatun is daughter.
Good job, mashallah. Okay, next person online is Brother Ijaz.
Yes, please.
Okay, Brother Ijaz, Ghabiyun,
Ghabiyatun.
Ghabiyatun. Do you know what the meaning of Ghabi?
Ghabi. I don't know.
Does anybody else know the meaning of Ghabi?
And
It's from Gabon?
No, not from Ghaban, no. Ghabi, remember Surah Taha when Hazrat Musa saw the person, two people fighting, and then he hit him and the guy died. And then the next day, he was the same person he rescued was fighting with another person. And then he said,
Yeah.
you are Ghabiyun.
Absent. Absent.
No, Ghabiyun is somebody who's mischief, like somebody who's troublemaker.
Oh.
Mischievous.
Yes, so the troublemaker. Okay, so Ghabiyatun.
Stupid.
Stupid, also you can say moron, something like that. So,
Yeah.
all right, so the next person in line is Brother Afzal. Brother Afzal,
Ji, brother.
Kafirun.
Kafirun is the one who refuses or
Disbelief. Yes, disbelief.
believe.
Yes.
And Kafiratun is the muannas for it.
Okay, so when you get a word, after you're done talking, maybe you need to write it down on your piece of paper because the part I don't want you to miss is the following, that when we make the feminine, we make sure that on the last letter, we move it to the ta marbuta and we put a fatha, very important. If you don't follow this formula, then you will miss, you will not find out until you write this down. So nahifun, there was a tanween on the fa, but now when I added the ta marbuta, the tanween shifted to the ta marbuta and the letter fa has the fatha. So keep that in mind, please. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so the next person is Sister Gahlan, Gahlan Salim. Is that Sister Hina? Or
It's me, Lubna.
oh, Sister Lumna. Okay, Sister Lumna, for you, I have very easy one. Khadimun.
Khadima. Khadimatun.
Khadimatun. Khadim is what? A servant. Or
Servant.
somebody who serves you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the next in line? Please write this down when you get a chance. Hina, Hadirun.
Hadiratun,
Hadiratun. Mashallah. Very good job. What does Hadir mean?
present.
Present. Okay. All right. Next person in line is Sister Nasreen. Sister Nasreen, I have an easy one for you. Mu'minun. Mu'minun. Are you there, Sister Nasreen? Maybe you are muted. I hear something. Are you there, Sister Nasreen? Okay. Maybe she's offline right now.
Mu'minatun?
Sister Hoba, did you say Mu'minatun?
Yes.
Very good job. So Mu'min is a believer and a person of faith, a person who believes, and Mu'minatun is the female. MashaAllah. Very good job. So who's the next person? Sister Umayma. Are you there, Sister Umayma?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan for joining the class.
Thank
I
you
have-
for hosting this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so very easy question for you. Alimun or alimun. Alim?
عالمة.
Alim. Alim mean a scholar, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. Brother Jahan. Is somebody named Jahan here? Brother Jahan?
Assalamu alaikum. It's Sister Jahan. But sorry, brother, I'm just a listener.
Okay, okay, no worries. Okay. So then Sister Anjum Fatima. Okay. Are you there, Anjum Fatima?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Very easy question for you. Let's see. Munafikun.
منافقة.
Very good job, mashallah. Very good job. Good job, mashallah. Okay. Now, I want to take a minute to recognize two sisters here. Sister Anjum is, mashallah, my daughter's friend. And these are youngsters, and they joined together to learn some Arabic class. We should appreciate and encourage them that all our younger sisters of this age group should participate. So we should, help them, encourage them to join the class so that they can benefit. So I hope, Anjum, you're benefiting from the Quran, from this class, mashallah.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Okay. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Sister Nasreen, you're back online?
Yes.
Okay, so for you, I'm going to give you a word, adilun.
Okay. Adilatun. Adil means just.
Very good job, mashallah. Very good job. Okay, so the next person is Jamil. Jamil, are you there?
Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum salam. So Jamil, very easy one for you. Kabirun.
Kabiratun.
Kabiratun. So we said kabir mean big. Kabiratun is the feminine of, if you want to say something is feminine, then you would use kabiratun. Brother Javed.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So Brother Javed, for you, I have another easy one. Saghirun.
Saghirun means small, chota. Saghiratun, feminine.
MashaAllah. Very good job. Okay. Okay. So Sister Nazineen, are you there with us? Are you willing to participate? Sister Nazineen, you're muted. You need to unmute yourself to say something. Okay, no problem. Sarah is my daughter. So Sarah, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so Sarah, for you, I have Kareemun.
Okay. Karimatun.
Good job, Sarah. Okay, so who else? Did I miss somebody? Okay. All right. So what do you think about this exercise?
Yeah, mashallah, it's good to you learn the meaning and this one too. So
right. So when we started it,
Brother Abid, there is a word I saw here, mun khafisun. What does that mean?
I don't know. My vocabulary is also not 100%. So this is a very difficult word. So that's why we never talked about it. But it's a good thing to know. For that, we would have to go to this word list and try to find it in here. Okay. So let's see if I can find it for you. We'll just try. Okay.
So one question. So it means the list that you gave us, it has all, there's no exceptional for this list. It's all adding the ta marbuta at the end, correct?
Yes, in this one, we are using ta marbuta. So as we progress in the exercises, we will see that how we use the Alif Mamduda, Alif Maksura, and things like that, inshallah.
Okay.
So just find the word for Brother Afzal. Right here. Hafisun is low.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, no way I could have thought of that.
That's why some effort is required to find things. So all the information is right here. So inshallah, we looked at this exercise. Now, I mean, on your own time, you are more than welcome to do the whole list. I am just picking and choosing the easy one so that we also get the flavor of how to do these exercises. And at the same time, we don't feel stuck because most of us are non-Arabic by nature, or Arabic is not our tongue, so we do not know every word. Alhamdulillah, our vocabulary is growing now. Okay, moving forward, since time is of essence. So exercise number 2, in here, what we have to do is, for example, is al-abu or al-abu karimun. Al-abu karimun mean thy father is kind, right? So if I have to say the same word for my mom, how would I say that?
Al-ummu karimatun.
الأم كريمة.
Karimatun.
الأمة كريمة.
كريمة.
Yes, sorry, I got distracted. Yes, you're right. Al-ummu karimatun, because we just looked at the word kareem and the feminine was karimatun. Okay. Al-waladu tayyibun. Al-bintu
tayyibatun.
tayyibatun. Al-rajulu sadikun.
Al-mar'atu sadiqatun.
صادقة.
You got the idea that what we have to do now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so with this information, let's look at this. Number 4. Al-waladu zakiyun. The meaning of zakiyun is intelligent.
Intelligent.
The translation is the boy is intelligent. So, Brother Khalid, if you have to give me the feminine of that, you're going to say?
Sorry. This one is correct. Okay, just give me a sec here. It's covering up the way. Al-waladu zakiyatun, al-bintu zakiyatun.
Okay, let me just, because I did some examples here. So let me see if I can share it with you. So we said al-waladu zakiyun.
Yeah, al-bintu zakiyatun.
Al-bintu zakiyatun. So make sure or keep in mind that when the gender of the noun is one way, then the next noun has to be the same gender. Yeah?
Yep. Yep.
Zakiyun, male, male. Masculine, masculine. Al-bintu, then I cannot say al-bintu zakiyun. I would have to say al-bintu zakiyatun. Yeah?
Yep.
Then it means the girl is intelligent. Al-jaddu maridun. The grandfather is sick. Is marid. So
الجدة مريضة.
Yes, al-jaddatu
maridatun.
Okay. Huwa mudarrisun. He is a teacher. Hiya.
هي مدرسة.
She is the teacher. Is that clear?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So in that case, let's say number 8. Al-maliku adilun. I'm going to go to a sister. Let's say Sister Hina, would you like to do al-maliku adilun?
I mean, I know adilatan would be for feminine.
Okay. Al-malikatu.
Oh, okay. Al-malikatu adilatun.
Adilatun, mashallah. Yeah. Okay. Now, before I forget, when I go to the solutions, you can see that the solutions are right here. Yeah. Now, one disclaimer about this solution, that the person who put this book together, I don't know if they did it intentionally or this is a typo. The numbers of the exercises may not match with the number of the solution. Making sense what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you are looking for number 2 and you come here and you find something totally different, then you may have to do some searching around to find out the right one. Yeah. For exercise 1, I found that it is pretty accurate. But for other exercises, I started to notice that things were not like one by one. So if it could happen that the numbering system is a little bit off. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, going back to this one, Next one, Brother Ijaz.
Yes.
Mu'minu Sadikun.
Which one is number?
This number
Okay.
9.
Number 9. Al-mu'minatu sadiqatun.
MashaAllah, you are rocking, my friend. Alhamdulillah. Okay, Sister Nasreen.
Yes.
At-tabibu mahirun. The doctor is expert, right? Doctor is expert. So at-tabibu mahirun. So you need to make it feminine.
At-tabibatun mahiratun.
Okay, very good job, but it will be at-tabibatu
Batu. Okay.
mahirun, right? Mahir. Very good job, mashallah. No, good job. Good job. Keep it up. Okay, Sister Umaima. Al-kafiru kazibun.
الكافرة الكافرة كاذبة.
MashaAllah, mashallah. Very proud of you, mashallah. Very good job, mashallah. Good job. Okay, Sister, Brother Jamil. Al-Aris Jamilun. I'm picking your name.
The last one must be.
Okay,
The last
Al-Aris.
one.
This one right here. Al-Arisu Jamilun. Meaning the groom is handsome. Okay. So mashallah is talking about you. Arisun, Al-Arisu Jamilun. Then the female of Aris is Urus, the bride. So Jamil will be
Jamilatun.
Jamilatun.
Jamilatun. Al-Arusu Jamilatun.
Al-Arusu Jamilatun.
Yes. Now please write it down because then you will know why I'm saying Jamila. Because the fatha has to come on the last letter and then the ta marbuta should have the tanween. Okay. Al-Arusu Jamilatun. Similarly, in our culture, we have names like Jamil, and then for female, we have Jamila. So mostly in Pakistani culture, we have a lot of sisters named Jamila. Okay. The next person is Brother Afzal. At-talibu Jadidun. This student is new or new student. New student.
Al-talibatu jadidatun.
MashaAllah, Brother Afzal, you are catching up. It's a very good job, MashaAllah. Okay. Who else? Sister Anjum again. Anjum, At-tajiru Kazibun.
التاجر كاذبة.
At-tajiratu Kazibatun. Because both has to be feminine.
Okay.
Very good job, MashaAllah. Keep that in mind. That both of them has to be feminine. Okay. So next person, Sister Lubna. Al-khadimu hadirun. The servant is present. Sister Lubna, are you there? You're muted. It looks like she's away. Sister Homa, would you like to take this? Al-khadimu hadiratun.
الخادمة حاضرة.
Inshallah, Jazakallah khairan. Excellent job. Okay, Brother Javed. Brother Javed, you there?
Assalamualaikum.
Okay, भाई आपके लिए आसान सा लेकर आऊं. Al-akhu karimun. Al-akhu karimun. The kind brother, right? So the feminine of al-akhu is al-ukhtu.
Yeah.
And what is the feminine of karim?
Karimatun.
MashaAllah. So al-akhu karimun will be al-ukhtu karim.
Al-ukhtu karimatun.
Very good job. Okay, so exercise number 3. Okay. Again, what are we going to do? We are going to look at the word and figure out whether it's masculine or feminine. And based on that criteria, in the word given in the bracket, we need to change it into the right gender. Okay. For example, I give you an example. Let me go to my camera for that. So you can see that it says Ash-shamsu. Ash-shams is masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Feminine. And is the, if I go back to my page, asfar is masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Masculine. So what is our rule in Arabic? That if a noun is feminine, then the next thing following it's supposed to be feminine.
Feminine.
So ash-shamsu
Safra.
safra'u. So if you look at my camera, ash-shamsu safra'u. Alif mamduda. You see that? Alif and the hamza. Everybody can see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And then al-ainu, then the next one is
Brother Abid,
al-ainu. Yes, brother Jamil.
what did Safra'u mean again?
Safra is yellow color.
Oh, yes, yellow color, yes.
Asfar, actually the meaning asfar means yellow, masculine. Safra'u, feminine. Okay. Al-ainu is the body part in pair.
Yeah.
Is it feminine?
It is.
Okay. So the word in the bracket is aswadun. Aswadu, meaning black eyes. Right? So we want to say the right word. We will say al-ainu sawda. Sawda'u, because for feminine, we need to find the feminine word.
Yep.
Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so brother Khalid, as-sama'u arzakun, blue.
As-sama'u zarqa'u.
Zarqa'un, oh, very good job. Al-hadikatu akhdaru, so a green garden. So who wants to go next? Sister Nasreen, would you like to do this one?
Al-hadiqatu khadra'u.
Very good job, mashallah, very good job. Khadra'u. As-sa'atu zabihun, zahbiun. As-sa'atu zahbiun. This is the tough one. As-sa'atu
Zahabiyatun.
Yeah.
All right. So because we got it, because there is a ta marbuta, so we have to put a ta marbuta here. Okay. So let's quickly check if we are correct. So we are in exercise number 3. As-sa'atu, where is sa'a?
9. Yeah. As-sa'atu zahbiyatu.
Zahabiyat.
Sister Hina, very good job, mashallah. Okay. Good job. Okay. Now, let's see. Al-ardu. Who's going to do this one? Brother Ijaz. Al-ardu is masculine.
But which one? Which one?
Number 4.
Yeah.
Al-ardu.
Al-ardu is female.
Very good.
And then it will be akdara'u.
Khadra'u.
Yeah.
Yeah, khadra'u, because we are using the alif mamduda here.
Yeah.
In this exercise, we are basically trying to practice the alif mamduda. Okay. Al-kurrasatu abiyadu. So al-kurrasa is the football, I think. So the football is white. So who's going to give me the answer? Inshallah. Sister Umema, would you like to do it?
Okay.
Al-kurrasatu abiyadu. So what is the female of abiyadu?
Bayda'u.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Very good job. Brother Afzal, al-ghurfatu nadifun, meaning the room is nice or the room is clean. So al-ghurfa is already feminine, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah.
So nazifun, what is the feminine of nazifun?
Nazifatun.
Nazifatun. Jazakallah, MashaAllah. Looks like most of you now got the gist of it, right?
Yep.
Alhamdulillah. At-tawilatu, number 15. Let me go to Sister Homa for a second. At-tawila is a table, I believe. Yeah? At-tawila is a table.
At-tawilatu is already a feminine.
Yes.
Kabiratun.
Allah, mashallah. Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy. Very good job. Okay, it's 2 o'clock. It took longer than I expected because we are doing it in a group activity and I still miss a lot of people. But just tell me quickly in your words, do you find this exercise helpful?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Very, very helpful.
certainly.
Very good job. So now, inshallah, what will happen that when we go to the next session, at least gender, the area of like this session of gender will be pretty solid in our minds. And I will leave you with the humble request that do this exercise on your own time. From each section, at least pick 5 words or 5 questions and try to answer them, and then check your answers through the solutions, making sure that you got it, and also try to look at the list of the words I provided you.
So, sorry, what's the plural of yad? Yada?
Yada. Okay, that's a good question. Let's see if I can find for you. I want to give you a wrong answer. It's supposed to be here.
Yad.
Let's see. It's supposed to be here. I saw it. I just have to find. See, Tawula is stable, so I was right. Okay. Okay. Yadun is aydin. 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 Aydin, meaning 2 hands. Yeah. Just right here.
Kasirun means short or?
Kasirun, yes, short.
Kasirun or hasirun?
Kasirun.
Kasirun, to me, that is more like kasir is something like a juice. Let's see if I can find it for you.
It's short.
Kasir with the calf or with the calf?
With a big calf.
Big calf.
Kasir, yeah, that is kasirun. More is the calf sa yare.
Less. Kasirun means.
Okay.
Kasir.
The brother Ijaz, what do you think?
Kasir and is less.
Less. The kasir with the calf, I can imagine that is less. But with the big calf, with the calf, the one from the throat, I think that
short.
has a different meaning. I think it's, kasir is something like a juice. So kasiru rumman means the juice of pomegranate. So I'm just trying to find it before I use my guesses here. I want to find. Okay. Oh, yes, you're right. Kasir is short. You're right. This right here. Kasir.
There is a proverb in Arabic. Al-kasir al-makir.
Yes, but remember
the short people are cunning.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to go there, but let's take let's connect back around 2:15. It's 2:03 already. Don't exit the meeting. Just mute yourselves, and then inshallah, let's see each other in 2:15 on 2:15 inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Alhamdulillah, we're back. Okay. Inshallah. So now, inshallah, we are going to start our session for today. And if everybody is back, just let me know so that I can start, inshallah. Okay. Okay. So, nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulil kareem. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So, we have learned so far in Arabic that the parts of speech are three. And the very basic things we start from is words, and words are of three kinds. They are either ism, which is a noun, or a fail, which is a verb, or a harf, which is a particle. Then we decided to learn more about the ism. And as I mentioned, anytime we hear the word ism, by default, four things should come to our mind without delay, which is gender, number, the type, and the status, right? And I can guarantee you that if these four properties we do not understand thoroughly, any further knowledge of Arabic language will be difficult. Why? Because they all depend on these very core concepts. So we looked at gender, which was the first property. We considered the first property of the gender. And in any language, when we are talking, we want to know the person I'm talking to or the word I'm using are either masculine or feminine, depending on the context. And then also the number, like how much are we talking? One, two, more than two. And then the type is more like a common noun or a proper noun. Is it a proper noun or is it a common noun? For example, a book is a common noun versus something like a table, or not table, like a phone or a TV. These are all common nouns. I'm talking about the book, like a specific book, or somebody's name. For example, Abid is somebody's name, so they're proper nouns. Okay, so in today's lecture, we are jumping on the number category. And in number category, we have three things. We have the singular, we have the dual, and we have the plural. In any other language, for example, Urdu or English, you will come across singular. And then anytime the other number is two or more, is considered plural.
Plural.
But in Arabic, there is a distinction that one is called singular, but if there are number two or two things, then it's called dual. It's a musanna. The word for singular is either wahid or al-mufrad. What is the word? Al-mufrad. And al-musanna. Musanna means two, tasniya, dual. Al-jama is plural. Is everybody clear on that?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So today we have already seen the mufrad category. So far, the word we have looked at, even through the exercises, we did come across some plurals, but we know what singular words look like. So today we are going to focus on dual, and we are going to learn how to make a singular noun into a dual noun. That is what we're going to do for the next 10-15 minutes. So the dual is formed by adding a alif and a noon to the singular noun. Okay, and I'll show you on my camera as well. So if we have the singular noun as kitabun, right? So then what do we add? We add the alif and the noon, and think of the last letter of the book there is a fatha on it. So it become kitabani. What did it become? Kitabani. You see, can you guys see that? Said kitabun was singular. When I made dual, I said kitabani. So I added the ani sound or the word alif and noon with the kasra. So then from one book, it becomes two books. Kalamun, like a pen, single pen. If I say kalamani, that means is two pens. Shajaratun, a tree. Then if I say shajaratani, then I meant two trees. Zahratun, Zahra, you can also think of a flower, I believe. Then Zahratani becomes two flowers. Okay. So if you have a word called Waladun, Waladun is a boy. If I want to say two boys, what I'm going to say? Waladani. Babun, like a door. If I want to say two door, I'm going to say Babani. Jidarun, Jidarun is a wall, a single wall. If I want to say two walls, I'm going to say Jidarani. Salihun, single righteous person. If I want to say two righteous people or two righteous men, I'm going to say Salihun. Rajul or Rajulun is Rajulani. Baytun, Baytani. Kursiyun, Kursiyani. Sadikun, Sadikani. So this is for the, all these words you saw are masculine. Yeah. So adding the ani in front of each word and taking the tanween away and putting a fatha on it, we got the dual. Okay, let's take a look at the feminine then. So bintun, we know meaning bint is daughter. I want to say daughters or two daughters, I'm going to say bintani. Jannatun, Jannatan. You read Surah Rahman, you'll be very familiar with the word Jannatani. Yeah. Okay. Kalimatun, kalima means kalimatani, two words. Ainun, eyes. Ainani, two eyes. Saqilatun,
Saqilatani.
Something difficult or heavy, not difficult, heavy. Saqilatani, the two things which are heavy. Imra'atun, imra'atani. Khutbatun, khutbatani. Ayatun, ayatani. Yadun, yadani. Yeah. Okay. So this was the gist of the thing, but I'm going to now go to my camera and we will write things with hands. Okay. So what do we have? What have we learned? So what we have learned here is the following. That if we have a word like Rajulun, what is the meaning of Rajulun?
Mard, man.
A man, right? A man. Okay. I want to make it into two men. So I'm going to keep it Ra. And here I'm going to keep the Raju. And on the Lam, I'm going to put the Fatha and then add the word Ani. So what I have done here, you guys see that? And in the process, I removed this Tanween and I put a Fatha on it. And when I wrote it down, it becomes Raju Lani. Because if you are familiar with the Arabic style of writing, then when there is a Lam and then there is an Alif like that in there. Okay. A simple example will be Walad. So Walad is Waladun, a boy or a boy. Yeah. How do I make it? I would say Wala. Is that hard?
No.
Sisters, can I hear some of your feedback?
Alhamdulillah, it doesn't look hard.
It doesn't look hard.
It doesn't look hard when you're doing it.
Okay. So,
Well
so understood. But we are going to do this on our offline time, right? So waladun, all I'm saying is very simple formula. If I even spell it more like, so like say walad. So look at me, what am I doing? Waladun. Okay. So imagine there is a fatha and there is the alif noon with the kasra here. Is that simple formula? If we are doing math, you know that what math looks like, right? So I know that this fatha needs to replace this. So I'm going to say wala. I will stop here.
Waladani.
Fatha will go here, and then ani. I'm just going to copy and paste here. So it becomes waladani.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes, yes, sister. Go ahead.
I know it's already accepted the grammar, but is there any reason for it? Why the dual is different from Jama?
Yes. See, this is a Arabic style, so we don't say why. It's just that we have to accept it. So there are many examples in the Quran where you will get this the word usage dual. Rabbuhuma. You know what Rabbuhuma means?
Yeah.
Rabbuhuma means the Lord of both of you.
Yeah.
So specifically talking to two men or two people, like Hazrat Hawa and Hazrat Adam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was talking to them, Rabbuhuma. If you read the story of Hazrat Adam and Hazrat Hawa in the Quran next time, you will see this word Huma, Khatbakuma, and there is a lot of other words. So inshallah. And then Suratul Kahf.
Brother Abid, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Yes, in Surah Baqarah, there is a longest ayah where it says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu tadayantum bilaynin ila ajalin. If you go into that, then at the end, it says that if you are giving loan, then you should have two men as a witness. If you don't have two men witness, then one man and two ladies.
Women, right? Yes.
So that is why I guess it is mentioned not the plural, only two.
Yes, that's right. And what we do when we are learning Arabic, we take Quran as a reference. So if something is being used in the Quran, we accept it and we take it and we learn it. So yes, it makes sense to ask a question that why I have to be specific about two, because that's the way Arabic language is. In Urdu, in English, as soon as we hit two, we say it's plural. But there is the concept of couple, like in English we say couple. We also say dual. That's word dual exists. It's just that we don't use it in that sense. So for two people we say plural, and for more than two we say plural. But in Arabic also, the two is considered dual, but it can also be considered plural if you want to take it as that. But there is a specific category for dual, so we need to learn it as it comes our way. Is that good answer for Sister Homa?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so Muslimun, again, I'm copying the same thing, and what I did, I took Muslimun, or let me make it even more. Muslimun, I took the half meme, and I'm going to do the same thing. Musli, I copied up to here the same as Muslim, but then the tanween has to change into fatha, and then I have to add the alif and the noon with the kasra. So Muslimani. Okay, can you guys say it? The saying is easy than writing, isn't it?
Yes, Muslimani.
Muslimun, Muslimun, Muslimani, Waladun, Waladani, Rajulun, Rajulun, okay, Kitabun,
Kitabani.
Kitabani. Yeah. Okay. So what about the female then? So what do I say when I'm talking about two women? What does one woman look like?
Imrat.
Imra'atun. Yeah.
Imratun.
Yeah. Imra'atun. Then we will say
Imratane.
Imratane.
Then this golta will become the regular ta. And then we are going to put a fatha on it. And then ani. Imra'atani. Can we say it? Imra'atani.
Imratani.
Sometimes writing helps, sometimes saying helps. Okay. So Jannah. What is Jannah?
Jannatani.
So Suratul Rahman, Jannatani. Fakihatun, Zawjani. Right? So this dual is used on Surah Rahman a lot. So Jannah, what I did, I took the Jannah, actually not like that. Jannah Tani, and there is a Shadda here actually. Jannah Tani. Is that cool?
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Now let me show you a beautiful thing, and you will appreciate it, that how we can put this into functioning or working now. Okay. So we know something known as kalima. What is kalima?
Sentence.
A word, right? A single word.
Kalima word, yeah, sorry.
Kalima is single word. Yeah?
Kalimatun.
Kalima. Is it feminine already?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Then there is a word called Habib. Do we know a word named Habib?
Yes.
Yeah.
Habib
Beloved.
means
Habib means
somebody you love.
beloved.
Something is loved by you. Okay, Habib. What is the female of Habib?
Habibatani. Habiba.
Batun.
Habibatun.
Habibatun. So far, so good? Okay. Then there is another word called Khafif.
Kalimatun.
Is
Kalimatane,
light.
Habibatane, Khafifatane, fil lisani.
Brother Khalid, don't steal the thunder from me. Just calm down for a second.
Sorry.
Okay, so Khafif is something light. What will be the female of Khafif?
Khafifatun.
Khafifatun.
Khafifa.
Tun.
Yeah. And then there is something called Sakil. Sakil is heavy.
Heavy.
So far with me?
Yeah.
So what will be the
Saqilatun.
Sakila?
Saqilatun.
Sakilatun will be the female of that, correct?
Brother Abid,
Yes, sir.
the Khafifa, will it not be Khafifatun, or last way will go away?
Maybe I wrote it down. So Khafifa.
Yeah, there is one far missing, yeah.
Okay, Khafifa. Right, Jazakallah khair. Okay, so we now know the vocabulary. Kalima is a word. Habib is a word. Habiba is the female. Khafif is light. Khafifa is the female. Sakila is heavy, and Sakilatun is the female. Now, I want to make a dual of kalima. So I'm going to say kalima.
Kalimatani.
Kalimatani. Okay, kalimatani. 2 words. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Habiba.
Habibatani.
Habibatani. Two lover, two beloved.
Okay. Beloved. Okay. Ilar.
Illa Rahman.
Rahmani. So 2 words. Now the style of writing is, remember I said that when there is a gender, you have to follow the gender. And when there is a number, you have to follow the number. So kalimatani is 2 words. When it comes to habibatani, we know that is 2 in number, but we don't say 2 beloved. When we are writing in our understanding, we know because of kalimatani, I have to use the word habibatani, but we do not translate as 2 beloved. Okay.
Yeah.
So we say 2 words are beloved to Ar-Rahman, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah. 2 words are beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What are those words? What are the qualities of those words? Khafifa. Khafifa. Tani. What is the dual of Khafifa? Or Habib was Habibatani, right?
Yeah.
Habib, the dual was Habibatani. Now the next word is Khafifa or Khafif. So Khafifatani alal lisani. What is lisan?
Tongue.
Tongue. So light on the tongue. Two words are beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ar-Rahman. Khafifatani, light on the tongue. Sakila. What is the dual of Sakil?
Sakilatane.
Sakilatani fil mizani.
Mizan.
Sakilatani, heavy in the balance.
Tarazu.
So two words are beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are light on the tongue, but heavy on the mizan, on the balance. This is a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and those two words are Subhanallahi
Wabihamdihi.
wabihamdihi Subhanallahi al-Azim. You got it?
Yes.
Everybody see it? So Alhamdulillah, you can see right away whatever we learn here, we apply to a hadith, and then this should also answer the question for Sister Homer's question that why do we need to do dual? Because there is usage in the Quran and in the hadith. Kalimatani habibatani ila rahmani khafifatani ala lisani saqilatani fil mizani. Those two words are Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, Subhanallahi Azim, Subhanallahi Azim. So what is the message?
So, brother, Abid, so when you say that is a word, so here is a sentence, isn't it? Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah al-Azim.
Well, okay, you can say that, but meant is that these two words or two kalimas, which are Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah al-Azim, don't take it in the literal meaning that if you say these are very light on the tongue, and
Yes.
then heavy in the scale of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah.
So at the same time, by doing this, not only that we applied the knowledge we learned, we also understood a hadith, and also we got a very beautiful message out of it, that with these two kalimas, which are very or light on the tongue, it just takes seconds to say Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Subhanallah al-Azim. Then
So
they are very heavy in the mizan.
So brother Abid, kalimatane habibitane ila rahmane khafifitane ala lisane sakilatane fil mizan. This is hadith.
Yes.
So we made alhamdulillah, from these words we learned that hadith also.
Yes, so that is why I did a practical example of why there was a effort to understand what is the gender, what is the number, why do we do that? Because then it will help us understand certain things in the Quran and in the Hadith. Okay, and that is our goal, that eventually we want to learn this language so that we can get connected to the Quran on a personal level. Okay?
Inshallah.
Inshallah. So now, any questions on this? And inshallah, next time we are going to review it, and we are also going to do similar exercises so that we get it more understood on that. Any questions on that so far?
And we can learn this when we will repeat all the previous lesson and practice those.
Yes, because practice will make you perfect or get really strong in concept, because I could have given you the whole lecture in 1 hour and then move on, but I know from my previous experience that my students struggle because they do not get a chance to review it when they are off for a week, and they do not do the exercises as promised because they never get the chance or never find the time. because even though we are in coronavirus, but our lives are still super busy. So before I move on to the Quran, which is our last exercise for the day, I just want to recommend that this is our Burnaby Masjid YouTube channel. There are a lot of valuable information here. Jazakallah khairan to Brother Anwar that he, mashallah, records everything. And you cannot miss a lecture if you are planning, or a Jummah khutbah. And some of my, or most of my lessons here are. So right now it's going live, and then the previous lessons are here. Now, one thing I tell you, which we guys don't do, but is very important for social media. Social media drives from the likes and shares, because the more you like a content or the more you share the content, then more people come to know, the rating of that video becomes higher. And when you're searching for it, it comes in the searches. Now, we watch a video, but we don't, for some reason, none of us, including myself, we don't say like, because we don't see a value there. But we are not monetizing any of this, but we want more people to get to see these videos. So if you can kindly open the video, watch it for whatever number of minutes or the whole, and just at the end of the day, just say, I like the video, so that more people can see it next time. Also,
Inshallah, we will put our comments as
yes,
well.
yes, please do that, because I see that our Muslim community for some reason is a little bit behind in this area, that we watch and we like, but we don't click the like button because we do not see, we are not accustomed to it. So I'm not saying that you do it on purpose, but we're not accustomed to it, because social media, like an old schooler like me, it doesn't jive with me, but I still use YouTube quite a bit for Islamic education. So this button here, or this bell icon, if you subscribe to this channel and then you click this notification, then anytime there is a new video, it will come automatically to you. You will not have to find it yourself. Is that clear?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to close that. Just close that. And then you can see our live session is going right now. You can see that as we speak, it's happening right now. Okay, so the verse of the day, or the verse I want to go over today, is in a way continuation of where we left off last time. Last time we looked at Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah number, if I believe it was 177, and there is a name for that ayah. It's known as the Ayatul Bir. Bir mean a righteous deed, neki, virtue. So what was the definition of virtue? We saw it in that ayah. And the message was that a person should believe in Allah, His Messenger, His books, and then in the day of Akhirah, and all the messengers. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that you do charity to the people who are your near relative. And there was a bunch of category specified in there. Now this verse is sounding similar to that. So let's look at it and inshallah see why it is important and why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep reminding us that what we're supposed to do. So, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wa'budullaha wa la tushriku bihi shay'a. Okay, meaning, and worship Allah and do not associate with Him anything. So again, if you look at it over there, it was like believe in Allah and His Messenger, in His books, and the day of Akhirah. Over here, Allah said, do my worship and do not associate partner with me with anything. And then wabil walidaini ihsana, and to the parents do good. Wabizil qurba. So first, in our near relative, who has the most right on us? Our parents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wabizil qurba, and with the relatives, again, the kin and kith, the next in line. Wal yatama, again, yatama, even in that verse, there was yatama. Yatama are the orphans. Wal masakini, wal jari, the needy and the neighbor. Wal jari, jar is neighbor. Zil qurba, who is near. Wajaril jumbi or junubi, and the neighbor who is farther away. Meaning the close neighbor, maybe your close neighbor could be your relative also, but here qurba mean your close neighbor, somebody who's right next to you. And then maybe somebody who is two houses down the street, or maybe one block down the street. Junubi was sahibi bil jumbi, and the companion by your side, even the person who deals with you most of the time, or like somebody is sitting right next to you, or somebody you deal with on a daily basis. So that person also is your wasahibil bil jumbi. Wabris sabili wama malikat aymanukum, and the traveler and what your right hand possessed. Now, when in the Quran we hear this word wama malikat aymanukum is basically from that time when people used to have slaves, or they used to own people like their servers, or the people they have gotten for by either by paying money, or they won it as a booty of the war. So women, men, or boys, or whoever that mamalakat aymanikum. So you know what that means. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that you're nice to your parent, the orphans, the masakin, your neighbor, and there are three categories of neighbors here. That not only the close one and the far one also, and the person who is right next to you. And then what else you do? Inna Allaha la yuhibbu man kana mukhtalan fakhura. And indeed, Allah does not love the one who is proud and a boastful. What does that mean?
Shekhi bigarne wala.
Shekhi bigarne wala, the person who is showing off, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not like a person who is feeling proud, arrogant, and also showing off. So worship Allah and associate nothing with Him, and to the parents do good, and to relatives, orphans, the needy, the near neighbor, the neighbor farther away, the companion at your side, the traveler, and those whom your right hand possess, meaning the people who are in your ownership. Indeed, Allah does not like those who are self-deluding and boastful. So what is the message here? This message was given 1400 years ago. So should we read it and then say, oh, this message is not for me, it doesn't apply to me, and I move on? No. We take the Quran when right now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking to me and you through his verses. So we look at the message and we say, am I worshipping Allah? Alhamdulillah. Am I associating anyone with him? Alhamdulillah, not. Am I nice to my parents? That's one area I need to reflect on. Am I really doing a good deed or good job with my parents if they are still alive? Something to ponder, something to fix, something to reflect. Wabizil kurba, am I good to my neighbors? Am I doing something for the orphans? Am I dealing with the needy in the right way? Am I, nice to my neighbor? So there is a roadmap here. There is a instruction here that how do we fix our life if we are not already doing that. If we are doing it, we say Alhamdulillah, and we try to improve it to the next level. If we are not doing it, we stop, we ponder, we make tawbah, we say, Ya Allah, from now on, inshallah, I'm going to fix certain areas. You help me. And then on top of that, even if we are doing this, we don't want to be among the people who are boastful and proud that, oh, look at me, I am good with my parents, or I am this, I am most charitable, or I am in the community most helpful. We still want to have humility. We still want to have humbleness. So inshallah, the dua we make, that we say, Ya Allah, Allahumma Rabbana, Jalla minhum, the one who are doing the right deed and not from the people, and Allahumma Rabbana la tajalla minhum, who are boastful and who are the proud. Okay. Now look at the next one. Allazina yabkhuluna, and those who are stingy, those people who are stingy themselves. First thing we're talking about, the people who are misers themselves. Then what else they do? وَيَأْمُرُونَ النَّاسَ بِالْبُخْلِ وَيَكْتُمُونَ مَا آتَاهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِ. Meaning that they're saying that not only they're miser themselves, they stop or they tell people to do the same. They ask people to be the stingy. For example, I don't give money to somebody myself, and then I tell my brother or my friend, hey, no, you don't give money to, why you waste your money? Something like that. Not only I'm stingy myself, but I'm also encouraging other people not to spend the money. وَيَكْتُمُونَ مَا آتَاهُمُ اللَّهُ, and hide what Allah has given me from His blessing. So what am I doing? All the blessings Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given me, I am only hiding it for myself. I'm not letting it go. One of the characteristics of a stingy person. The blessings he has, he hold tight to it and he does not share with other people, even though there are a lot of people around here. So if you take this verse in connection with the verse before, what is the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying in the verse before? That you are supposed to be nice with your parents, with the needy, with the yatama. And how do you be nice? One way to be nice is that you spend money on them. Now, if you happen to be a stingy one, are you going to spend money on them? Or any other, I mean, your family could be exception, but what about the people outside of your circle? Maybe the yatama you don't know, the masakin you don't know, or the neighbor who is needy. Now I have food in my house, but my neighbor is hungry or they don't have any food. So am I going to be okay with that? So these are some of the rights of the people on me as a Muslim. I need to keep questioning myself and keep reforming myself in the light of these verses, inshallah. وَآتَدْنَا لِلْكَافِرِينَ عَذَابًا مُهِينًا, and so we have prepared for the disbelievers a humiliating punishment. So Allahumma Rabbana la tajalna minhum. We don't want to be among this group. We don't want to be part of this group. So again, we look at ourselves. Am I a stingy person? If yes, what can I do to fix it? And am I telling other people not to be stingy also? I shouldn't be doing that. Am I hiding the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only to myself? If I'm doing that, maybe this is the time that I seek guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not do it anymore. So that's one of the couple of verses I wanted to share with you. And it's from Surah An-Nisa, verse number 36 and 37. I hope you got the chance to read it when I sent it to you. If you have not, maybe you can go back and revisit and maybe ponder on them. I still have few minutes, so I wanted to point out about these verses I sent recently. This is, and there is a Ayatul Sajda in here. So maybe by the time we finish, then we can go ahead and do the Sajda after that. These are the last two verses of Surah Al-Hajj. Okay. And I don't think that I can do justice explaining these. For that reason, when I did that, I also sent you a link to a lecture. Have you guys seen this one yet or not yet?
Not yet.
I can't hear anyone.
No, I didn't see.
Okay. So this is the, let me show you where that is. And I can resend it to you if you want. Where is it going? Okay. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Keep going back. Keep going back. Okay. Surah Al-Hajj. So here, I'm giving you the translation, and I said, if you need a boost in your iman and wants to understand these verses better, then listen to this khutbah, which is available right here. But let's go through the translation so that we get a little bit of the idea what I'm talking about here. So verse number 77 and 78. Okay, so 77. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu irka'u wasjudu wa'budu rabbakum waf'alul khayra la'allakum tuflihun. O you who have believed, bow and prostrate and worship your Lord. It's the same thing as we just looked at. Wa'budu Allah, yani Allah ki ibadat kari. Kis tarah? Warka'u and wasjudu is what? Salah. That's salah, right? These are the two actions in which ibadah we do this, in salah. Wafalul khaira la'allakum tuflihun, and do the good so that you may be successful. So what is the idea here? O you who have believed, bow and prostrate and worship your Lord and do good that you may succeed. Why? And then what else? Wajahidu fillahi haqqa jihadihi, and strive for Allah with the due right, with the striving due to him, then you do your struggle. Over here, yes, one element of jihad can be taken as the military jihad, but over here is the struggle of life, or what struggles we make. Why? Because when we are making this ibadah and we are trying to do good, what do we need? We need a struggle. We need to strive. Okay. Huwa ijtabakum wa ma ja'ala alaykum fid dini min haraj. Why we do this? Because he has chosen you and not placed upon you in the religion any difficulty. So this is a big news for us. If you're wondering that why are you a Muslim? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose you. Out of billions of people on this face of this earth, if you born as a Muslim, it was not an accident. It was chosen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You and me, alhamdulillah, are on the team of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you really want to boost your iman and you want to feel proud of your identity and you want to feel why you are a Muslim, and is it a mistake? Is it something out of your choice? It's because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose you. Huwajtabakum. And again, as I said, I cannot do justice to these verses, but please, if you have time, listen to that 20-minute khutbah. I'm telling you, your heart will be full with emotions and you will feel, you will realize your worth and you will understand what it is to be a Muslim. What kind of blessing is it that you happen to be a Muslim? It was no accident. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen you. And he said, I did not put any difficulty in your religion. Okay. Millata abikum Ibrahim. And where are we from? We are from the millah of our forefather Ibrahim alayhi salam, because Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was from the family of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed Ibrahim alayhi salam that he bestowed the messengers and anbiya from his progeny. And till that day, all major religions of the world follow him. And Allah has taken his legacy till the day of judgment. You know, anything we do, we cannot do without giving attribute to the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. Huwa sammakumul muslimina, and he named you Muslims. So if you are wondering why you're known as a Muslim, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose the name Muslims for us. And we are from the millah of Ibrahim alayhi salam. This is not something new. Min qablu wa fi haza la yakun rasulu shahida. And again, sorry, I'm maybe messing it up a little bit. He named you Muslims, and maybe read the from here. And strive for Allah with the striving due to him. He has chosen you and has not placed upon you in the religion any difficulty. It is the religion of your father Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah named you Muslims before in former scriptures and in this revelation, and that the messengers may be a witness over you and you may be witness over the people. So establish prayer and give zakah and hold fast to Allah. He is your protector, and excellent is the protector and excellent is the helper. Look at this. Okay, فَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ وَأَعْتَصِمُوا بِاللَّهِ وَهُوَ مَوْلَاكُمْ. Mawla is somebody who cares for you, who protects you, and they protects you because of the care he has for you. And again, فَنَعْمَ الْمَوْلَى وَنَعْمَ النَّصِيرُ, and there is no excellent protector other than Allah. Okay, so if you question yourself someday, why am I a Muslim? Or what is my life? Or in today's day and age, it is not easy being a Muslim. And these verses, and if you please attach it with the khutbah, alhamdulillah, you will say my day is made. I'm proud to be a Muslim. I'm happy to be a Muslim because I am on the team of Allah. Are we feeling okay about this? Are we excited?
Yep.
Are we going to listen to the khutbah, inshallah?
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Since Ramadan is upon us, we make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he blesses us with another beautiful Ramadan. He gives us life so that we can witness another blessed month. Also, in order to get that blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we put our effort. And I attribute this class or this effort, these 2 hours we spent together, learning the book of Allah, the language of the book of Allah, as a effort to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He bestow us another beautiful Ramadan, and by then hopefully open the masajid and bring some normality to our lives and take this pandemic away. Say Ameen, inshallah.
Ameen.
Inshallah. And next class will be will start at 2 p.m.
Yes, Jazakallah khair, Brother Ijaz, because the time will change tonight. So next Saturday, we will meet around 2 o'clock, right after Dhuhr. I will be sending you messages, inshallah. So, but keep it in the back of your mind. Please keep me in your prayers if you benefited from this class. We are doing it as a team, and it's a team effort. I alone cannot make a difference. And I'm proud of each and every one of you. Some of my previous students are attending this class, so I was very happy when they answered the question right. And most of you, alhamdulillah, all of you are doing great. And keep up the good work, and let's stay strong and together in this journey. So, assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة
Thank you
الله
very
سبحان
much,
الله
Brother
بحمده
Abid.
سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك
Jazakallah khair.
نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت
Warahmatullahi
نستغفرك
wabarakatuh.
ونتوب إليك
Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair, brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah khair, brother. Assalamu alaikum.
جزاك الله برادر.
Jazakallah.